I want to ask you something honest. How long have you been studying English? 1 year, 3 years, maybe 10? And can you speak fluently right now? If the answer is no, stay with me today. Because in this episode, I'm going to share with you one single habit. Just one. And this one habit is more powerful than any class you have ever taken. More powerful than any app you have ever downloaded. More powerful than any grammar book you have ever opened. You do not need a teacher. You do not need a conversation partner. You do not need expensive classes. You need 15 minutes a day and a willingness to try something different. Stay with me until the end, because by the end you will have a clear, simple plan that you can start today. Not tomorrow, today. Let me tell you a story first. It is not a famous person's story. It is a very common story. Maybe it is your story. There was a learner who studied English for many years. He passed his exams. He knew grammar rules. He had a large vocabulary. But when he tried to speak in a real conversation, something went wrong. His mouth would not work. He would start a sentence and then stop. He would search for words that he knew, but they would not come. He would translate from his own language into English in his head. And by the time he found the right words, the conversation was already over. He could watch English films and understand most of it. He could read English books without a dictionary. But speaking? Speaking was a completely different problem. Does this sound familiar? Maybe this is exactly how you feel. You understand English, but you cannot speak it. There is a reason for this. And when I tell you the reason, it will all make sense. The reason is very simple. Understanding English and speaking English are two completely different skills. Reading is a passive skill. You receive the language. Listening is a passive skill. You receive the language. But speaking is an active skill. You produce the language. And the only way to get better at producing something is to produce it. Every day, consistently, in large amounts. Most learners spend 90% of their time receiving English, listening, reading, watching, and almost zero time producing English. That is why the speaking never improves. Not because the learner is not intelligent, not because the language is too difficult, because the skill that needs to be trained is not being trained. So what is the solution? Are you ready? The habit is this, is talk to yourself in English every single day. That is it. Self-conversation. Speaking to yourself in English every day for at least 15 minutes. Now I know what you are thinking. Talk to myself? That sounds strange. How can that help me? I understand. It sounds strange at first. But let me explain why this one habit changes everything. And then I promise it will not sound strange anymore. It will sound like the most logical thing in the world. Reason 1. You get daily speaking practice without needing anyone else. Think about the biggest problem most learners have. They have nobody to practice speaking with. No teacher available, no conversation partner, no English-speaking friends. Self-conversation solves this problem completely. You do not need anyone. You are the speaker and you are the listener. Every single day, no excuses. Reason 2. There is zero pressure and zero fear. One of the biggest reasons people cannot speak English is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding stupid. Fear of being judged. When you speak to yourself, none of that exists. There is nobody watching you, nobody judging you, nobody laughing. You can make every mistake possible and it does not matter. In fact, making mistakes is exactly what you should be doing. And when there is no fear, your brain relaxes. And when your brain relaxes, English comes out much more naturally. Reason 3. You train your brain to think in English, not translate. Right now, when you want to speak English, here is what happens. You think of the idea in your own language first. Then you translate it into English in your head. Then you try to say it. This process takes too long. This is why you stop. This is why you freeze. This is why you feel slow. But when you practice self-conversation every day, something extraordinary happens. Slowly, your brain stops going through your own language first. It starts going directly to English. The thoughts form in English automatically. This is what fluency feels like. Not speaking fast, speaking directly, without the translation step in between. Reason 4. Words move from passive memory to active memory. You probably know thousands of English words, but most of them are in your passive memory. You recognize them when you see them or hear them, but you cannot produce them when you need them. When you use a word out loud every day, it moves. It moves from passive memory into active memory. It becomes a word that comes out of your mouth automatically, without searching, without struggling. This is the difference between knowing a word and owning a word. Self-conversation helps you own your vocabulary. Reason 5. You can do it anywhere and at any time. While you are cooking, while you are walking, while you are in the shower, while you are commuting, while you are cleaning, while you are exercising. You do not need to find extra time. You just need to use existing time differently. This is why it is so easy to be consistent. And consistency is everything when it comes to language learning. Now I want to teach you how to do this correctly. Because there is a wrong way and a right way, and most people, if they try this alone, will do it the wrong way. The wrong way is simple narration. Like this: I am walking to the kitchen. I am opening the fridge. I am taking out the milk. This is not completely useless, but it is very weak practice. It is boring, and it does not train your brain to think deeply in English. The right way is what I call deep self-conversation. You do not just describe what you are doing. You think out loud about it. You ask yourself questions. You give your opinion. You reason. You explain. Let me show you the difference with a real example. Situation: you are making coffee in the morning. Wrong way. I'm making coffee. I put the water in. I wait. Right way. Okay, let me make my coffee. I always have coffee in the morning. I cannot really function without it. Is that a bad thing? Probably. I have tried to stop before and I got a headache after 2 days. So I decided coffee is fine. Everything in moderation, right? Now, do I want 1 cup or 2 today? I have a busy morning, so maybe 2. Actually, no, just 1. I will drink more water instead. Right, water first, then coffee. Do you hear the difference? In the second version, you are actually thinking in English, making real decisions, asking real questions, expressing a real opinion. This is what trains your brain. This is what builds fluency. Now let me give you a complete system. 3 levels that you build week by week. Level 1, daily narration with depth. This is your first week. You narrate your day, but you add opinions, feelings, questions, and reasons. Do this with everything. Getting dressed this morning. Okay, what am I going to wear today? I should probably wear something smart because I have that meeting. I do not really feel like wearing a suit, honestly. It is too warm. Maybe I can wear smart trousers and a nice shirt instead. That looks professional, but it is more comfortable. Yes, that works. Where did I put that blue shirt? I think it is in the wardrobe. Oh, wait, did I iron it? No, I did not. Okay, I need to iron it quickly. 2 minutes, let me do that now. You see, that is real English thinking. Do this while eating breakfast, while commuting, while cooking dinner. Every activity becomes an English practice session. Do level 1 for your first full week. Every day. Minimum 15 minutes total throughout the day. It does not have to be 15 minutes in one go. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at lunch, 5 minutes in the evening. That is enough. Level 2, simulated conversations. This is your second week. Now you create full conversations. You play both people. You ask a question, you answer it, back and forth. Think of a real situation you might be in and practice it. Example, you are at a doctor's office. Good morning. How can I help you today? Good morning. I have had a headache for 3 days now. It will not go away. I see. Is it a sharp pain or more of a dull ache? It is more like a pressure, especially here behind my eyes. Are you sleeping well? Not really. I have been very stressed with work lately. That could be the cause. Stress headaches are very common. Are you drinking enough water? Honestly, probably not. I drink a lot of coffee, but not much water. That is likely making it worse. I recommend drinking at least 2 liters of water a day, reducing your coffee, and trying to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If it continues after a week, come back and we will run some tests. Thank you, doctor. I will try that. You just practiced a full medical conversation alone for free. Do this for many different situations. At a bank, at a hotel, a job interview, meeting a new colleague. Create 3 different scenarios every day in week 2. Practice both sides of the conversation each time. Level 3, open topic talking. This is week 3 and beyond. This is the most powerful level. You choose any topic and you speak about it for 5 to 10 minutes. No script, no preparation, no stopping. Just you and your thoughts in English. Example topic, technology and young people. So I have been thinking about how much young people use technology today. When I was growing up, we did not have smartphones. We actually had to meet people in person to talk to them. Now, everyone is connected all the time. Is that a good thing? I think in some ways, yes. You can talk to someone on the other side of the world instantly. Information is available on everything. You can learn almost any skill online for free. But there are downsides too. People are less patient now. If something takes more than a few seconds to load, everyone gets frustrated. And I think face-to-face communication skills are getting weaker. People are less comfortable with silence, less comfortable with real, direct conversation. I see it in my own life sometimes. I reach for my phone when I am bored, instead of just sitting quietly and thinking. That probably is not good for the mind. I should try to be more deliberate about when I use technology and when I do not. That was approximately 90 seconds of real English thinking. Imagine doing that for 5 or 10 minutes every day. After 1 month, your English will feel completely different. The words will come faster. The sentences will form more naturally. The fear will shrink. Now, let me give you your exact action plan, step by step. Step 1. Choose your practice time right now. Not later. Right now, decide when you will practice. Morning, during your commute, evening? It does not matter when. What matters is that it is the same time every day. Consistency builds habit. Habit builds fluency. Step 2, week 1, level 1 only. 15 minutes of deep narration every day. Add opinions, add questions, add feelings, make it real. Step 3, week 2, add level 2. Create 3 conversation scenarios per day. Play both people. Make the situations real and useful to your life. Step 4, week 3, introduce level 3. Pick a topic every day and speak for 5 minutes without stopping. Even when you make mistakes, especially when you make mistakes. Keep going. Do not stop to correct yourself. Just keep the flow. Step 5, record yourself once a week. This is very important and many people skip this step. Take out your phone, press record, speak for 2 minutes. Then listen back. I know it feels uncomfortable to hear your own voice. Most people do not like it at first. But this is incredibly powerful. You will hear exactly where you are stopping, where you are struggling, which words are not coming naturally, and each week when you listen back, you will hear improvement. Real measurable improvement. This builds confidence faster than almost anything else. Step 6. Make it something you enjoy. Walk while you talk. Talk during your commute. Talk while you cook. Talk while you clean. If it feels like a punishment, you will not keep doing it. But if it feels like thinking out loud, like just having your thoughts in English, it becomes easy. It becomes natural. It becomes part of who you are. Now, let me say something very honest to you. This habit will feel strange for the first few days. You will feel silly talking to yourself. You will run out of things to say. You will stop and think and feel frustrated. That is completely normal. That discomfort is not a sign that it is not working. That discomfort is a sign that it is working. Your brain is being pushed into new territory, and new territory always feels uncomfortable at first. Push through the first week. By week 2, it will feel less strange. By week 3, it will start to feel natural. By the end of the first month, you will wonder how you ever practiced without it. I want to leave you with one final thought. Fluency is not a destination. It is not a place you arrive at one day. Fluency is a habit, a daily practice. Every day that you speak English, you become a little more fluent. Every day that you do not, you become a little less fluent. It is that simple. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need a perfect level. You do not need a teacher watching over you. You need 15 minutes, your voice, and the decision to start today. Right now, after this episode ends, I want you to try it. Just 5 minutes. Talk about your day so far. What did you do this morning? How do you feel right now? What are your plans for later? 5 minutes out loud in English. That is your first session. And then do it again tomorrow. And the day after that. And the day after that. Small daily actions build extraordinary results over time. My name is Mark. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of English with Mark. If this helped you today, please share it with one person who is learning English. One share can change someone's journey. Keep speaking, keep growing, keep believing in yourself. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now. Take care.